Turbostar was created to offer long-distance truck users more performance, more comfort, longer life, higher profitability. With its low running costs and high-class comforts, Turbostar can meet the needs of heavy international transport. The huge selection of engines and optimized drivetrain permit exceptional performance and really tight fuel economy. You've already had occasion to meet our 6- and 8-cylinder engines. The 6-cylinder inline 13,798cc engine installed on the 190-33 features intercooling, the system that cools turbocompressor exhaust air before it reaches the cylinders. This engine produces 330 bhp at 1800 revs per minute and delivers a torque of 173 kilogram-meters at 1000 revs per minute. Let's take a look at the competition. The 6-cylinder version with intercooler performs better than any of its rivals and is also subject to less stress thanks to a beefy basic capacity and low mean piston speed. That's why it can promise long life and reliability. To maintain the well-known high standards of reliability and long life of this engine, Iveco has made a certain number of improvements. These include a piston ring cooling gallery that has the task of keeping first piston ring temperature 50 degrees centigrade lower, and a 2-stage filter in paper, as you can see, and cotton. This removes particles of the order of 3 microns.
Maar dan zit u in tijd. Moet je het in tijd. Zeker?
Adoption of bigger turbo compressors means the 17,173cc 8V engine installed on the 190-42 can deliver 420 bhp at 1800 revs per minute and a torque of 193 kilogram meters at 1100 rpm. Yes, you heard right. 420 bhp and 193 kilogram meter torque. The same improvements have been made on this engine as on the six-cylinder inline. Improvements such as the piston ring cooling gallery and the two-stage oil filter that you are already familiar with. And the rest of the field? We freely admit the 14,190cc Scania 142 delivers 420 brake horsepower, but its torque is much lower than the Turbostars, and that means lower performance over mixed routes.
Tonio, siamo pronti col carico. Un minuto, andiamo via.
Healthy torque at low revs plus the huge power reserve equals high commercial speeds for Turbostar. Namely, it can carry more in less time. Good takeoff, uphill performance, pickup and acceleration are all musts for commercial vehicle profitability. Hours of special mountain trials equivalent to more than 1 million kilometers on international routes were carried out on 12% gradients with 44 tons gross weight to check and double-check reliability. Turbostar engines, great performance, high commercial speeds, good fuel economy, long-lasting and reliable. We've already told you about the engines, but they are only one facet of the Iveco energy optimization formula. You see, once the power has been produced, it has to reach the wheels as smoothly as possible. Our 13-speed Fuller and 16-speed ZF gearboxes feature a final drive ratio of 1:1. This permits full transmission of energy, with none of the dissipation typical of gear down. The same goes for the central single reduction axle, that is without hub gearing, with its minimum mechanical dissipation hypoid teeth and longer final ratio of 3.08. The power delivered so smoothly to the wheels is discharged to the road through reduced rolling resistance low-profile tires that pair fuel consumption figures to the bone. This resume of Turbostar talents concludes with the last commandment of the Iveco formula. A long-distance haulage truck must combine top engine and drivetrain performance with an aerodynamic cap. The Turbostar cab was wind tunnel designed. Turbulence was banished by means of the following add-ons: bottom spoiler, integral with bumper, side deflectors to keep windows spatter-free, top adjustable spoiler to obtain a drag coefficient of 0.53. As you have seen, maximum profitability is one of Iveco's prime targets. But we haven't forgotten human needs, namely the driver's creature comforts. You won't find a cozier sleeping area on the market today. Width and distance between bunks exceed anything the competition can offer. Bunks have lights, and the top foldback bunk is cocooned by a safety net. Every corner of the cab was designed in accordance with the dictates of ergonomics, the science that says work conditions should be adapted to human needs and not the other way round. The generous internal dimensions give an effective volume of 6.3 cubic meters, more than all its rivals, and even allow you to stand up, a truly man-sized cab. As far as the hot seat itself is concerned, it is designed ergonomically to sight each control in the position nature intended. New Iveco Space. The adjustable column steering wheel is raked to give a clear view of the instruments. The aircraft-type dashboard has all switches arranged in a semicircle within the driver's reach. This means each switch can be flicked on with a fingertip without leaning forward or taking your eyes off the road. Moreover, the dashboard is divided into functional zones, and all essential functions are within reach of the right hand. Economy zones are clearly indicated on the large rev counter. Turbostar's competitors have conventional flat dashboards that steal more of the driver's attention from the road during control operation. Heating and ventilation are important contributors to comfort. Turbostar is equipped with a standard 5,500 kilocalorie air conditioner. A 30,000 kilocalorie heating system permits an interior temperature of 22 degrees centigrade when it is minus 30 degrees outside. Both systems were forced through their paces during trials carried out at extremes of temperature. New size and location ventilation outlets make short work of demisting and defrosting windows. Stale air is expelled through two vents behind the cab without creating harmful drafts. Anyone who has to drive a truck day in, day out on the great international routes knows that it is a back-breaking job in the literal sense. Iveco delved into this problem and found a relationship between vibrations transmitted from the road and their effect on the human body. A new suspension system was designed to cut out fatigue-provoking high-frequency vibrations. We at Iveco put three major comfort factors between you and the road. The air-sprung seat absorbs bumps in the road before they reach the driver. Cab suspension is installed on three mounts. Two front mounts consisting of coil springs and telescopic dampers interconnected by an anti-roll bar. One rear mount on a leaf spring held up at the sides by springs and dampers. Leaf spring suspensions ensure great reliability and outstanding flexibility, thanks to their special design and deflection characteristics. Iveco set out to make the cab interior as home-like as possible. A host of seemingly unimportant details create a comfortable atmosphere. The features include a document console with sliding central table, a center top-located document compartment, tinted windscreen, side deflectors, clothes recess, roller blinds, and even a safe. The optionals list includes a fridge and food heater. Turbostar cab, aerodynamic styling, low-frequency suspensions, ergonomic cockpit, oceans of space. A flap gives access to Turbostar's front end. Here, level checks can be carried out on coolant, screen washer fluid, engine oil, and clutch fluid. The cab can be tilted back to 65 degrees to make short work of other maintenance operations. The whole truck was designed with the aim of making routine maintenance as easy and quick as possible. For instance, now you need only change the oil every 30,000 kilometers. Other important cost cutters are the minimum maintenance self-adjusting brakes and clutch and the single reduction axle. The air brake system includes highly efficient, smooth, duo-duplex stop-master drum brakes with automatic clearance take-up for extra safety.
Così verso bordo.
And now let's take one last look at the competition. Volvo. Its small capacity engines do not perform as well as those of Turbostar. Poor cab aerodynamics are combined with lower interior volume and less comfort. Scania. Scania engines deliver lower torques than Turbostar at higher revs per minute, which means lower performance over mixed routes. The higher cab is less aerodynamic. Comfort and roominess are insufficient. The air conditioner is optional. Mercedes. The engines work at higher revs per minute, so fuel consumption is higher. The cab interior is not so well kitted out as Turbostar's, and it's less roomy. The air conditioner is optional, and the axle is double reduction. The great international routes now feature Turbostar. Its unusually high performance, exceptional longevity, superior comfort, and great profitability make it one of the leaders in the world of road transport.